Soft-roaders, crossovers, small SUVs, call them what you will. It's a type of car you either love or you'll hate. And the car that arguably kick-started the whole fashion was the Toyota RAV4.
The RAV4 began life in the 90s, and with its cutesy looks and fun character, it was the soft-roader of choice. But over the years it got ever more sensible, and the rival cars it spawned pushed the RAV4 to the sidelines. So this facelift to the 4th generation car is going to kick some life back into this former SUV star. Toyota has smartened up the look, so there's a smoother front end with new headlights, new wheels and modern looking rear lights. It's a small change, that's for sure.
The changes are pretty small in here as well. There's some new storage down here on the centre console. There's some new posher plastics here. Oh, there's a new screen in between the dials.
Happily though, standard equipment is impressive, with the entry-level Active now coming with 17-inch alloys, privacy glass, cruise control, a rear view camera, which is good because the view out the back isn't the best, air conditioning, Bluetooth and Toyota's Touch 2 multimedia system. It's one of the easiest to use in the business. In-car storage has been the RAV4's forte for a while now, so there's a massive glove box for a large bottle of water, a shelf above a central cubby that can store phones, large cup holders and various other cubbies too.
Now the days of the tiny first generation RAV4 are long gone, because this new car, there is so much space back here. Look at the amount of knee room I've got and the amount of headroom. 3 people can sit quite comfortably back here thanks to this flat floor. In here I've got 2 cup holders. There's Isofix points in this seat and in this seat here. For extra comfort I can recline the backrest, or alternatively I can completely fold the whole lot down by using the same handle, and if I do that the seat base folds elegantly forwards and I've got a completely flat loading area. Now one good side effect to the RAV4 becoming all sensible and practical is the amount of space you've got on offer back here. Now unlike a lot of other manufacturers, Toyota has actually spent a lot of time thinking about the boot. Now mid-spec Icon and top-spec XL get an electric tailgate, although it is rather slow, and look how low this load lip is. I mean, you can sit here and relax and sort of chill out. It's brilliant. There's also lots and lots of space. I mean, large suitcase can fit in. There's also a handy net to put umbrellas, something like that. But the main point I'm making is the fact that this boot is massive. I mean, it's bigger than a Ford Kuga and a Mazda CX-5. If you do want something larger than that, you're going to have to go for the Honda CR-V though. Another strange decision by Toyota though is to only offer roof rails on top spec models. Why they do that, goodness only knows.
On the road, the RAV4 grips and steers without fuss, but if you're looking for a fun driving SUV, the Ford Kuga and Mazda CX-5 fit the bill better. With its soft suspension, the RAV4 is more comfort orientated. The engine range is simple though. There's a 149 brake horsepower petrol and, new for 2016, a 2.5 litre petrol hybrid as shared with some Lexus models. But this car has the 2-litre diesel, and it's the only diesel you can get in the RAV4. And with 141 brake horsepower, it's perfectly decent if unremarkable. And with 123 grams per kilometre of CO2 and 60.1 mpg, it'll be fairly kind to your wallet too.
But that's where the common sense stops, because you see the diesel only comes with a 6-speed gearbox and front-wheel drive. Then there's the petrol that only comes with a CVT automatic gearbox and 4-wheel drive. Then there's the hybrid that comes in both 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. Why not give people the choice?
It's a little unusual inside too. The dashboard's not the most stylish in its class, the switches, in particular the electric window switches, look old, and a few items are oddly placed, like the heated seat controls buried under the dashboard.
But whilst the RAV4 does cost more to insure than most of its nearest rivals, it does come with a 5-year warranty, and Toyota dealers have come in the top 10 of our driver power survey. Now, whilst this facelift may not have brought back some of the sparkle the original RAV4 may have had, this is still a fine car for those who want a practical and spacious SUV. It may not be fashionable, but it is very sensible. But if you want to buy one of these cars, you're going to have to check out the competition. You can do so by clicking the video on the left for our review of the Ford Kuga and the video on the right for the Mazda CX-5. Click up there for our latest video and on our logo to subscribe.